Hello and thank you for watching this video. My name is Benny. Today we're going to do an interview with my brother Timmy. He's a hunting guide and outfitter in Alaska. He has built a school, big game guide school. This is going to be a perfect transition for so many veterans. 220,000 veterans a year, new veterans a year. 17,000 people get out of the military every single month. You get out of the military, you go through this course, how to get a job, write a resume, etc. But a lot of people that join the military don't want a cubicle lifestyle, don't want to flip burgers or whatever. And so we've come up with something. It's 19 classes, video classes. There's a workbook. The price point is $50. Learn how to become a hunting guide. It's really cool. The lifestyle is awesome. And here's my brother talking about his experiences and what he's created.
Veterans transition into guiding very, very easily because number one, to be in the military, you got to be disciplined. You've gone through the steps, you've gone through boot camp, you've gone through all the training, you've been through a lot of stuff that challenges you physically, mentally, emotionally. You've gotten over that. You have a level of resilience, of adaptability, of mental toughness that is like the perfect baseline as a hunting guide. You also have being really uncomfortable, being away from home, traveling, being in a tent, living in alternate environments, living in alternate and working in alternate hours of different seasons. So it's to me the military and the hunting guide world goes really well together just because of the lifestyle, and I think the type of people that choose the military would do really well in the hunting guide world and have done really well. And I don't think a lot of guys that are in the military know that's an option. I don't think they know that, hey, my experience in the military would help me really, really well in the guiding industry, in the hunting guiding industry or fishing guiding industry, any of these industries that require somebody that's got a good head on their shoulders and can adjust to different environments. So that's a huge factor, and I really do want to open that door to veterans, to military people that understand the opportunity is beyond the military.
There's so many jobs in the military that don't have practical applications outside in the real world. Mm-hmm. But darn near every military person has picked up a gun and has been in a situation where they have to kind of be able to calm the nerves and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a big, as you know, we've talked about it, that's a big problem, with veterans is adjusting to life after the military, and the suicide rates and the depression rates and all the negative things that can come out of post-military life is having a transition for them that is similar to maybe military in a way where they're not working a 9 to 5. They're not like pushing a pencil or sitting behind a computer 24/7 if they don't want to. And it's providing them with really a job opportunity that feeds their skill set. Like I said, that if you're in the military, you're already way above somebody that just wants to come out and start guiding. Yeah. And in my opinion, someone who's been in the military who wants to become a guide, even if they haven't hunted very much, but just want to do it, want to try it, they're still leaps and bounds ahead of somebody that is like a good hunter, grew up hunting their whole life. Simply because of the discipline and the life experience factor, that it just creates way more of an opportunity if you have overcome some obstacles and gone through boot camp. And there's so many different challenges in the military that I don't know personally, but that I've heard secondhand, firsthand from guys that work for me as guides that are like, yeah, dude, this is what we did all the time. Like, this is exactly what the military's like, and it's really cool. And outside the fact we don't have guys screaming at us all the time, and we have a little bit more freedom. It's like that perfect hunting guiding is like that freedom of like, you're not trapped in a box of like a 9 to 5 job, but you've got a little bit of freedom, but you've got to exercise discipline, and you've got to get after it, and you've got to do these things, and you've got to go hard, but you've got that freedom where you're like, yeah, dude, you can go on a trip. Oh yeah, cool. You want to go? Leave. Like, you want to go? There's nobody like watching over your, you know, your back like the military is, like really restricting your movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a huge benefit.
If you recruit veterans to become guides, you're really attracting the people that are people that understand pressure and like pressure and want that pressure, and that creativity is I think it's a huge selling point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big factor. It's awesome to see too, because I think in our culture, especially with men, there's not a lot of outlet for creativity, not a lot of positive outlet, and I think having that creativity and having the freedom to problem solve and be like, hey man, I need you to do this. Try to figure it out. I'll help you. Try to figure it out. Every hunt is like this giant problem you have to solve. How am I going to connect the dots? How are we going to make this all happen? And how am I going to strategize, use the same tactics that I learned in the military of like, hey, be in this position, you know, be ready, always have all your gear like perfect, ready to roll, because at any minute you have the opportunity. And then you have that regimented aspect with tactics and strategy, and then like the problem solving creativity part where you got to make it happen. And you're like, hey dude, do what you feel like, do what you think is the best way. You've got all the training, you got all the education, now make it happen. And so it's cool, man. I love it. There's a lot of creative people and creative people around the guide world that love to do alternative stuff. They have cool ideas, and even down to creating their own gear, you know, and just tweaking their own gear and making little things the right way and perfect for their hunts, and how they do things is cool. It's encouraged. You know, it's not like, you know, you don't want robots. Robots, they all die the same way at the same time. You want people that can think outside the box and make things happen and problem solve and help. So.
Okay. So you've basically built this school. You have the curriculum, you have the people that are going to come in and teach, you're going to have people, you know, all kinds of hunters, guides, everybody helping out. You're going to do it in Arizona and Alaska, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, if I come to your guide school and let's say Coues deer, we you know, we do your whole curriculum, we do Coues deer hunting. Can I go back home and be a guide in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how it's
Yeah,
set.
so this is another thing that is really important about education. So the hunting guide education world, like, it's where do you start? So the training that we provide and the education is going to be reciprocal in anywhere you want to guide. And it's my job to link everybody up with the right situation. Whether you want to guide in Montana, Colorado, Alaska, New Zealand, Argentina. It depends on what you want to do, and it's my job to kind of help you and assist you if you want to do that for a career. So, for example, if you come to the guide school in Arizona, because that's where everybody starts. Everybody goes through the Arizona school, and then if they pass that school, if they want to keep going and they want to guide and learn Alaska, then they come to the Alaska school. So Arizona is the first step. And Arizona is not an sole Arizona opportunity. So if you come to Arizona for the guide school, you pass, you go through all the training and education, you'll be eligible to guide in Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Montana. You'll have that opportunity. You'll have the doors open. You'll have the education to do so. If you do want to guide in Arizona, obviously it's there too. But what we do, we provide training from guys that are from all over. They're from Alaska. They're from Arizona. They're from Missouri. They're from Colorado, and everywhere. So it's just the hub in which we can practice and educate in the highest quality that we can. Because what we do is we have long-range shooting schools. We have stalking and spotting classes. We go through all the main stuff that where we're located in Arizona is very easy to do. We can shoot long range. We can go spot and stalk. We can learn how to glass. We can learn how to pack. We can learn how to game plan for a hunt. Hiking, the elevation changes, going through that whole scenario. Along with testing processes, what it takes. So we educate guys on what it takes to test for each state. If it's a written test, or if it's a physical test, or if it's just a mail in an application. So we help guys in every step of that process get licensed and start their guiding career. And it may usually start part-time. Could be a part-time thing, but it can lead to something else. It just leads to more opportunities. And so once you go through that step, then Alaska is there. And that's a bigger commitment, is guiding in Alaska and getting your foot in the door there. But that's how, for the last few years, that's how it's been. That's how I do it, is that guys guide in Arizona with me, and then they make the transition into Alaska. And
so that'll be the final boss, is the Alaska school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I really think that this is going to go somewhere. I think if we tap into the veterans and we provide an outlet for veterans, it cannot fail.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the goal, is to have a positive transition for guys. And yeah, it's fun. Hunting guiding is fun. I mean, it's an alternative lifestyle. You're not going to make $1 million, but it's fun.
The link for the school is below. So it's going to be 3 phases. You do the online course, you get through that, you start your career as a guide. And if you want more, if you want to learn how to hunt the big game or the big fish, then you go to Arizona and then Alaska. So there's a lot of opportunity, and my brother's super connected in the world. It couldn't be a better opportunity for veterans getting out of the military that want to do something. I think the fishing option is a really good deal for disabled veterans. You don't need to be hiking all over mountains or whatever for older veterans. So this is a huge opportunity. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you share it. And yeah, we'll see you in Alaska.